Greetings, Lewis, and welcome to another video. So, we have our limited forbidden list updated. That means we are now in a new format starting on today, April 15th. And one of the cards that came off the list and is now going to be part of our format is Thunder Dragon Colossus. This monster got in the forbidden list on January of 2020, meaning that it has been over 4 years since that card's departure. And now with its return, a lot of people are leaning towards practicing certain decks and strategies that just facilitates the summon of that monster as a win condition. Thunder Dragon Colossus as a very, very strong monster. It is a monster that could end a lot of decks like roaming around. Some strategies are just going to be losing to that card. But that's not the only thing that Thunder Dragon Colossus does. The other thing that makes that card do is that it facilitates the end board of some combo decks. And I kind of want to show you an example of that. For those who don't know, I built a Thunder Dragon tier element pile a long time ago, a couple of months back. I showcased the list. You can find it like in my older videos. But if you are interested in the list after me showing you these replays, if this video gets enough likes and follows and a lot of people like watch like from these videos, I could make an updated deck list. This deck is work in progress. There are a lot of things that can be changed about this list, but I kind of wanted to show you a few replays because there are a lot of really cool things that the deck can do, and it's just a matter of time where until like people exploit it. So without further ado, let's begin. So replay number one, we see that we open the Bystial and we open Battery Man Solar. This is pretty much a 2-card combo. So you end on this scenario right here. After this scenario, there's a lot of things that people do. One of the plays involves like summoning Saryuja Skuldred and just drawing like a lot of cards. Another play that you can do is for Material Appaloosa. Another thing that you can do is just make IP with these two and just end on an IP board and then just turn Solar into Colossus. There's a lot of different things you can do. I'm pretty much freestyling the deck, so we're just gonna keep showing as we go along. But as you can see, or you will see soon enough, like the dragons are involved in this strategy. So this is like one of the end boards. So you have the seals as interruption. You have the summon of whatever you summon with seals. Most likely it's going to be something like, for example, Bystial Baldrake or Bystial Druid's Worm. You have the summon from SP Little Knight with IP Masquerena. Or you can even make Appaloosa with this board as well. And in normal circumstances, this would have been not as oppressive. This would not have been like a very respectful end board. And you would probably be thinking, why would I play this over any other combo deck? But now with the inclusion of Thunder Dragon Colossus, this board is a lot more menacing. Thunder Dragon Colossus itself is just a very, very powerful monster. Like, just having the floodgate effect of just not adding cards just ends a lot of people's turns. The fact that this card is very, very hard to get rid of from the board as well. Like, it can protect itself by just banishing like a thunder monster. So right off the bat, one matchup that already loses to this card is Runic variants. I don't think Runic decks can be doing very well against this card. Other strategies like the Fire King Snake Eye deck will struggle against this card if they don't have proper outs to it. This board just beats a lot of cards in the game if you don't have proper board removal just for these cards. And the thing about this strategy is not only do we have this field, we also have follow up because we have Thunder Dragon Hawk that can just reborn something. You have the Chaos Emperor Dragon that can just recover a dragon from banished. And if you need a banished dragon monster, you can just banish it with the Wyver Burstar. If you end up like banishing Collapse Serpent and just returning it back to the deck, which there are ways to do that, you just recoup a lot of card advantage. So that's replay number one. Uh, Here's another replay. This one involves Thunder Dragon Fusion and involves Danger Monsters. So again, we're just freestyling, but again, we're back at the 2-card combo between Solar and just a Bystial. Let's see what do we do from here. We do IP, we IP into Bird, Bird brings that back, and now we see Beatrice part of the equation. Thunder Dragon Roar is a level 6 monster, and the Bestial monsters are also level 6, so that makes Beatrice a card that can naturally synergize with this deck. And this is a really cool combo. If you have Saronir underneath Beatrice, you can dump Star Leech. And what that ends up doing is it triggers the Saronir, and Saronir ends sending Lubellion. And since Lubellion is a level 8 dragon monster, you can banish the Seyfert. So we do that, we grab the Lubellion, we send the Lubellion to grave, we add Magnamut, we now do Magnamut, we banish, we bring back Lubellion. Lubellion places Branded Regained, and Branded Regained is just another really strong card that we can use in this deck. It just gives us more card advantage. So we try to do Danger, we end up sniping it, we end up doing Colossus. We needed a light monster in graveyard, that's why we fused into Colossus first. Now Solar's in the graveyard, so we can banish it. I did not activate Branded Regained, so you can pretend we have an extra draw out of it. But again, I was just freestyling the deck. So now we have Appaloosa, and now we do Thunder Dragon Fusion into Titan, and this board does not look as menacing as other boards. However, you do have a lot of follow-up, and you also have Beatrice effect that can just give you even more cards. So the Thunder Dragon Fusion itself can recur something by banishing itself in the next turn. You also have Manamut that is going to be adding in the end phase. So that's going to add Boldrake. The reason I add Boldrake here is because Boldrake is another interruption. So essentially what you can end up doing is like you can dump for Beatrice. For example, you dump like Thunder Dragon Dark. You can Boldrake, banishing Dark. Dark, add Hawk to hand. And now you have follow-up from Hawk. And you have the interruption from Boldrake. And you also have follow-up from Thunder Dragon Fusion on another turn. If your opponent summons a monster, the regain is going to bring back Magnamut, and Magnamut can just add another dragon. You already saw that we're playing the Armageddon dragon in the extra deck, or in the main deck. So that's one other piece of follow-up. So this is just another really cool thing that we can do. Now we're going to show you one last replay. You see Blazing Cartesia in here. Blazing Cartesia plays a very, very special role in this deck. We also see Destiny Hero Malicious. This card got unlimited, so which makes this deck a lot more scarier as well. So yeah, we're doing Blazing Cartesia. We're summoning Grenwinol. Grenwinol is going to dump Thunder Dragon Roar. We banish the Roar for Bystial. Roar summons Dark from deck. We now make IP. That grabs us Thunder Dragon Hawk. We banish Malicious for Malicious, and Malicious is level 6, so we can make Beatrice again. I think it's only a matter of time until this card gets banned. Like, this card is just incredibly absurd. This card makes a lot of combos possible, a lot of degenerate strategies, and this is one of the back decks that can summon it the easiest. So I would say any deck that can play this card is going to be playing this card, and don't be surprised if you just see a lot of M boards that just involve like very, very degenerate cards. So we dump Merly. We're using Merly's effect because we can fuse. We summon Grenwinol. We summon Colossus, and that's our end board. During our opponent's turn, we can just Druid Swarm, summon, IP, make SP, Druid Swarm, send, SP, banish, Stabelia, negate, Beatrice, send, Colossus being a floodgate. We can also make a Appaloosa with multiple materials involving the Malicious as well. You can grab follow-up for next turn. The Cartesia gets added back into our hand because a fusion monster was sent in the graveyard this turn, being the Gregwinol. So pretend this is in our hand as well. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to show you these replays. This by no means will be like the best deck in the format. I think Snake Eye and Snake Eye Fire Kings are still going to be top contenders. I still think Voiceless Voice is also going to be like another top contender this format. However, Thunder Dragon Colossus does make a lot of fun decks like this one very possible. So I wouldn't be opposed as to seeing stuff like this in YCS Rally this upcoming weekend and in other sets moving forward. Another PSA that I'm going to give is post Legacy of Destruction. This strategy is just going to get a lot more powerful. We're getting new Lightstorm cards that just synergize well with this theme as well. We get a whole lot of plethora of options. So yeah, it's only a matter of time. I don't think Colossus is going to define the format. However, I do think this card will be summoned in some strategies. I think a lot of people will experiment with this card, and I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up having a YCS top or even a YCS win if people are not prepared for it. That's it from me. I hope you found this video fun, informative, to your liking and understanding. More videos coming soon. Keep practicing and keep dueling.